Hi, welcome to this follow along. We're going to move together for the next 35 minutes. Let's start. We go into a standing position and go into the anterior pelvic tilt, changing to posterior pelvic tilt. So really creating here some space in the lower back, activating the front and relaxing. Relaxing the front. Lying the front part of your body and activating the back. And changing again. Good. Now we go back into anterior pelvic tilt. And from here, we go to the back. So we try to bring myself to the back so I have my weight more on the heels. And then I travel back into posterior pelvic tilt, going more into the front, into the balls of my feet, traveling back into the heels. And traveling to the front with my weight. So just exaggerating this motion in the pelvis so you can really also move in space. But not creating any tension, so not like really creating tension in the back. I'm just allowing room here in the front. And then going again back to the front. Also relaxing the back here. And one more time. Slowly, gently. And going to the front. Good. Go back into the center. I go to the side. So just bending right and left. And now, when I go to the next time to the left side, bringing my pelvis up, I also change here the weight. Go back down, boom, bring the weight to the right side. Go back down, left side, back down. So the same motion, but with the transition of the weight into the leg. Also be gentle here if it feels like it's uncomfortable here in the hip. So also you can also just don't go into the end range of the motion here. Yeah, just bring your weight and then go back down. See how much you can bring to the side and then go back down. Good. Do pelvic circles. So just moving over the left side. You can try to leave the head in the same spot and just allow, or just focus in the movement of the pelvis. You can also do this with the mirror. And we change direction. See if you can go here to the end range without creating extra tension. Good. Release. Okay, we go to the chest and we do the same principle. So going into stretching the chest here, opening the chest, leaving the pelvis quiet. So we don't want to do any extra movement, and then bending the chest. Just these two motions. Open. You can also use your arms here and create a bit of a stronger stretch. And also making it clear where the stretch is happening, so in the chest, and then opening and bending. Opening. Bending. So now when I open, you can also allow your head to go to the back, still holding the pelvis quite quiet, and then go in front. Dropping the arms or allowing them to rotate, and allow the head also to fall. And again, stretching the room. And bending. Extending. And very slowly bending. Good. Just relax. We do the same thing to the side. So going with the chest bending to the side and to the other side. Allowing the movement to come from the chest. Head is also following, but it's not initiating the movement. Now I fall with the chest to the side and allow my weight to go to the foot. You can also bring the other foot up or just leave it on the ground, and to the other side, bending the chest and bringing the weight to the other foot while the chest is still bent. Other side. You can just leave the balancing foot also just very close to the ground. You don't have to bring it up. But if you can try. Good. Nice. Cool. Do the same thing with the head. Going down, going back with the head. And front. Back. Allowing the jaw to be very smooth also. Feel like you're eating air here. Good. Next time you go with the head to the front, you allow your weight also to go a little bit more into the balls of your feet. Coming back, bringing the weight back, and also going more into the heels. You don't have to balance here, but just have the sensation of going out of your axis. To the front. And back. And front, very gently. And back. Nice. Good. I bend to the side. Bend to the other side. Allow the rest of the body to just rest, so nothing else is moving now. And next time you bend the head to the right, you allow the head to take you to the right foot, going into the balancing position or as far as you can balance, and then putting the foot back, going to the center, other side. If you feel pain, you can also do less. Yeah, don't go into the pain necessarily. And coming back. This can be a very intense stretch for the neck, so just be careful, yeah? Just be less eager here. And one last time. Bringing the foot back down, and the other side. And coming back. Good. We do some head circles here. Also do it so slow that you don't get dizzy. You can keep your hands here on the chest, also to make sure the chest is quiet, or just drop them. Also relaxing the jaw. And changing direction. Good. Good. Cool. Okay, we walk in the space. Just see how much room you have there to walk. And now I want you to bring your awareness to your pelvis. And imagine that the walk-in is being done by the pelvis. So the pelvis is activating the walk-in. So you can even exaggerate the movement of the pelvis while you walk, or you can even, that's a task. So exaggerate this motion. Yeah, maybe going into the posterior pelvic tilt or anterior pelvic tilt while you walk. So unlocking the pelvis. Making circles. You're going to notice this creates a very different style of walking. So the pelvis is the boss here, sending you to different sides. And the feet are kind of just obeying. Okay, we go to the left, or okay, we go back. Yeah, just change the brain. Put the brain in the pelvis. Good. Now go back to your normal, standard walking pattern. And now we put the brain, the walking brain, into the chest. So imagine the chest is giving you is initiating the motion. So exaggerate the motion. And see what happens. Rest of the body is just following. Good. And go back to the standard walk. Good. Now bring the brain to the head. Bring the walking brain to the head. So the head is initiating the movement. With the head, it's even easier, I think, because it's just so heavy, so it's very easy to just fall and then Allow the body, the rest of the body to come with it. Rotating the head also. Bringing it to different angles. Good. Nice. Go back to the standard walking. So if you feel dizzy after this, the one with the head, that's also pretty normal, since we're not that used to bring the head into so many different positions. The more you do, the more normal it feels. Good. Cool. So we go to the ground now. And we lay down on the floor. You can just allow the body to drop here. Now, imagine you want to bring your head and your knees together to the right side. So you're making yourself very small. Boom. And then open again. Making yourself big and long. Bringing the knee and the head together on the left side. And opening again. Knee and head. Make yourself just as small as you can. And then ra. One more time to the left side. And shlum. Very long. Good. Bring your knees, bend your knees and bring your feet close to the pelvis. Not so close, so you're not touching the pelvis, so just more or less where you have like a hand or a hand and a half between your feet and your pelvis. And from here, we allow the knees to drop to the right side. And the left leg draws a half circle on the ground. And then go back into the first position with the bent knees. I drop the knees to the left side. Right leg draws a half circle, comes back. Drop, draw. Drop, draw, back. The feet is touching the floor the whole time. Good. Next time you go with the left foot to the side, you just stay here, and you imagine this. The foot is pulling you towards your right side. Yeah, it's pulling you, so much so that you turn around on your chest, and then you just lay down. Just stay here. Cannot really stretch my arms because I have the microphone, but you can just really stretch and relax on the ground here. Now you can imagine that your back, so your pelvis, is pulling you back to the other position. Pulling, 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 pulling. You're threading the legs on the ground and going back into the bent position of your knees. Good, we try on the other side. So I drop my knees. The foot is pulling me. Boom, 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 boom. I arrive on the laying position, stay here. Stretch your arms, relax your arms. See whatever feels good for you. And I imagine that your pelvis is pulling you back. So boom, 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 boom. You can bring also your head over your head. Pulling, 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 pulling your back. Threading here the feet. Up. Boom. Go back. We go again to the other side, more dynamically. I drop. The foot pulls me up, pulls me over. I come back through the pelvis. And coming up. Drop. Boom. Pelvis. Boom. Drop. Feet. Boom. Pelvis. Boom. Back. Drop. Threading the feet, pulling to the side, boom. Pelvis, rotating the upper body and then the feet. One more time, boom, boom, boom. Pelvis, boom. And one last time to the other side, dropping. Good. And just stretching the legs, relaxing the arms. Just sensing the ground holding you. Go again together, bringing the knees and the head over the right side. Now I bring my right hand into the ground, pull myself up into the shin box position, and I arrive back up. Just sense this position here. We go back down, bringing my shoulder to the right hand, rolling over the right hand and opening again. Cha. And on the other side, making myself small, rolling over, bringing the left shoulder, you can be like this, bringing the left shoulder to the hand and pushing myself up. And bringing the hand again, rolling over. And we do this a bit more dynamically. Coming down again. You can also do whatever you want with your hands. They can also roll over your body here. like this, or you can just do overhead. It doesn't really matter. Good. Push yourself up into the squat. And from here, we go to the front, walking with the hands to the front into a downward dog position. Opening here the spine, going into anterior pivot here. Heels up and bringing the heels down and keeping your spine long. And from this position, we do a push-up. So we go into the front, bring myself down, and push myself up. I think this is called the Hindi push-up. And from here, I just bring my pelvis up into the downward dog position. Make the spine long, and go back again. Chuck. Go into a planche position, going down, going up to, I don't know, I think they're cobra, I don't know the names. Doesn't really matter. So this is we just stick with the idea of pushing yourself down and up through the Hindi push-up. Boom, go back, go down, up, and pulling the pelvis up. Boom. We do this 3 more times. Two more times. I forgot to say, but of course, if this is too hard for you, you can use the knees also in the ground. Yeah, putting the knees here and then going into the push-up. And one last time. Good. We walk back into the squat. Stay here. Good. We lay down again on the ground. Hope my microphone doesn't fly away here. And we go into a plow position. So bringing my feet overhand. See if you can relax in this position here. And if it doesn't feel good, you can also just bring your legs away from the ground and hold yourself with the hands, or even keep some support here with your hands in your back. And see what feels good for you. You can also move your head very close to the microphone and back. Just look to the side. Good. And slowly bring yourself back down into the sitting position. Cool. That's it. Thank you. I'll see you next time.